Okay, so over the next few days, yes, you heard me right. Over the next few days, we are going to turn this into this. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Today we are having beer battered chicken, beer battered onion rings, and something I did with the leftover batter that I'm not really sure what to call, but we gonna find out.
I'd probably take her. YK, that's all gold. Big rings, that's all gold.
Man, I'm done playing with these niggas, man, for real.
YK, that's all gold. Big rings, that's all gold.
I swear I gotta get to the fad. Shit.
Hey y'all, how you doing? Today we are having beer battered chicken. Now I'm saying today because right now you're watching this video and it's going to be the same day for you. However, for me, it's going to be 2 or 3 days later because I'm going to let the chicken marinate in the beer batter before I cook it. So, when I come back, well, not when I come back, but when I come back, I'm going to have the same clothes on because we're going to go marinate the chicken now. But when I come back after that, it's going to be a whole new day for me. It's probably just going to be like a half a second for y'all. So, I'm going to go wash my hands and we finna get started. Alright, so as you can see, I have a bowl here and you can probably see it's already got some batter in it. That is because I made pork chops. No, I did not put them on camera because I didn't feel like it. Okay, bitch, calm down. Damn. Okay? I don't put everything I cook on camera. But this is what you do when you got the leftover batter. You don't have to waste it. You use it for something else. Alright, so we're going to add a little more flour to it. And when you add more flour, you have to add more seasoning. So, I have here some onion powder. Y'all knew it was coming. You knew she had to add some onions in there somehow. Hey, you know this. Adobo seasoning. Garlic powder. Chicken seasoning. Cajun seasoning, because I want a little spice. And ground black pepper. So, first we're going to do our dry ingredients. Like I said, we already added the flour. And now we're going to add some onion powder. Because you don't rightfully cut an onion up and put it in your chicken batter. That's just crazy. Some adobo seasoning. Some garlic powder. Some chicken seasoning. Now remember, when you're using adobo seasoning and chicken seasoning, both of them have salt in them, so you're going to want to watch, doing that. Some Cajun seasoning. Because I like it hot. And the ground black pepper. Once again, it does not matter what order you put this in, long as you put it in. And we're going to take our spoon and mix all of that up and try not to sneeze. Alright, so as you can see, we have it all mixed up and it should look something a little like this. And as you can see, I made a mess because I always make a mess. It happens. Damn it. I have no idea where the footage went of me telling you that you need to add eggs, but yeah, add 2 eggs. After you get your eggs all mixed in, you should have a little something like this. And as you can see, it is a little lumpy. And that's fine, because that's what the eggs do to it. Now, we're going to add our beer. Okay, so we are adding our beer. I have Bud. You can add whatever you want. I just happen to like Budweiser. And once I can get the bitch open, yes, because me and this can are having some technical difficulties. You are a technical difficulty. Okay, there we go. You pour the beer in. Just pour it in. Just, look, we ain't measuring shit. Just pour it in. Okay? And because it is beer, I am going to rinse the can out before I put it in the trash can. I'll be right back. Okay, with your beer in there, you should have something like this. Yes, it's bubbly, it's fizzy. That's what beer does. That's what it does. It's normal. It should look like that. And we are going to mix it up. Make sure it's all nice and in there and smooth. Okay, you don't want it lumpy, because if you want it lumpy, then because if it's lumpy, because then speak, enunciate. Was that even English? I cannot speak today. If it is lumpy, then there's not enough liquid in it. So, and also, if it's not coated, if it's not fully coated, then there's also not enough liquid in it. And like I said, we don't measure shit, so, you know, that part. So, let's just mix it. Mix it, keep mixing it until it gets, you know, mostly like you want it anyway. If you used more flour, then, you know, y'all know what I'm saying. I'm gonna need you to get it together and, you know, speak just like I'm gonna need these people outside to get they horn, they alarm together, because, child, that is just, thank you. Thank you so very much. Anyway, gone. Okay, so now we have this big dough ball. And a big dough ball is not what you want. You want it nice and smooth and creamy. So, we're going to add some milk. So, I don't know what happened to the part where I was pouring the milk, but that's lost too. Somebody call a detective or something. Anyway, you pour the milk in slowly, you know, don't make it too thick, don't make it too thin, that sort of thing. Okay, now your batter should look something like this. And it's time to rinse your chicken off, if you have not done so already. Okay, so now, if you did not see the last Ratchet Meals video, when you have a meat container and you throw it in the trash can, you know sometimes it stinks. So, what you do is you take some bleach and, well, first of all, you rinse the container out, okay? Then you take your bleach, and when you put your container in the trash can, you put the bleach in the trash can to pour some bleach in there, and it won't stink. Alright, so I have my chicken all nice and rinsed off, and here we go. And we are going to put the chicken in the batter and push it down. Make sure it is fully coated. You want the chicken to basically disappear inside the batter. Okay, so once you have your chicken inside your batter, it should look like this. Like I said, you want the chicken to disappear inside the batter. And let me just show you. This is a piece of chicken. You can see it falling. Okay, it's in there. It is in there. And there you go. It just fell. But yeah, you want to make sure the chicken is buried inside the batter. Okay? Now what you're going to do is cover this with either plastic wrap or aluminum foil, and you're going to put it in the refrigerator. Okay, so that's all done. It's in the refrigerator, it's covered, and I'm going to leave it there for about 3 days. And you know what? Today, I'm going to bring you a double feature Ratchet Meals, because I'm going to show you what I'm going to have today. Yeah, let's do that. Oh shit. What else you got for us? So, for our bonus Ratchet Meals, we are going to turn this into this. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. What we have here is some pepperoni and garlic grilled cheese sandwiches. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. That's right. You getting 2 for 1 today, baby. And the second meal that we're going to have today, it's not really a meal. It's really just, something to eat. Anyway, it's going to be grilled cheese with pepperoni. So good. So necessary. Let's get started.
So once again, we have a clip missing. Yeah, turn your stove on medium. Put your butter on your pan, your flat pan, your skillet, your cast iron, whatever it is you're using. Turn the oven on, heat it up, and slap some butter on it. Smear it around, make sure it gets all over the pan. Anyway, let's continue.
All right. This first step is just an extra step that I like to do just because that's how I like it. You don't have to do this, but you can if you want to. What we're going to do is take these 4 slices and lay them on the pan or the flat pan or whatever it is you're using. And we're going to let them toast or grill on that side. Okay, now what you want to do is take this bread and take it out. As you can see, it's all nice and brown. And put it on the plate, just like this. Now, you want the toasted side facing up. If you're going to do this step, you want the toasted side facing up. And now, we are going to add some more butter to the pan. time again. And we're gonna let that melt. Right now you can, put your knife in the sink because you're pretty much done with that. And what you want to do now is you have your bread like this, okay? You're going to place your 4 slices like this, okay?
Now, what I forgot to say is you can prepare the sandwich while it's still on the plate before you put it on the stove if you think you're going to burn it. But the way I did it just saves time because it's already cooking while it's doing its thing. And the cheese melts just fine. And the pepperoni is all nice and heated. And it works either way, damn it. And there is another clip missing. This video is just turning out so well. Anyway, while you have, look, this is how you prepare the sandwich. Whether you do it on the plate or whether you do it on the grill or the pan or whatever it is you're using, this is how you prepare it, okay? You put 1 slice of cheese on each of the 4 slices of bread, and you put 1 layer of pepperoni on 2 slices of bread. And I know it sounds confusing, but you'll see. You'll see. The next clip is coming up. This one is there. Child, I don't know what's happening today.
Alright, so now what you have is this. Alright, keep in mind that pepperoni gets salty as it cooks. So 1 layer of pepperoni is really all you need. Alright, so we have all 4 slices with cheese on them, okay, and just 2 slices with the pepperoni. All right, now what you're going to want to do is take this one and flip it over on top of this one. It's not that brown, but we're going to fix that. So you take that, you let it stay like that for a little while and let it finish browning.
Yeah, you guessed it. Another clip done went missing. Look, swiper, stop swiping. Anyway, remember when I said, it's not that dark, but we're going to fix that? Yeah, flip your sandwich. All right? And then you finna see what it's going to turn out to look like. Lord have mercy. Help us, Jesus.
All right, so when you are done, this is what you should have. Depending on how light or dark you like it toasted or grilled. I don't know why I keep saying toasted because it's not toasted. You didn't put it in a toaster. You grilled it on the oven. Anyway, I digress. So, how's it taste? So, it's all done already. How does it taste? Let's see. Yes. See, and that's what I'm talking about. It's comfort food. It's comfort food is what it is basically. And it's not something you're gonna want to eat all the time because pepperonis, but it's good. So that's all I'm saying. That is just my wait a minute. This is not the end of this video. I don't know what I was thinking, girl. Anyway, or guy, I ain't judging. Look, if you cook, you're good with me. Anyway, when I come back, it will be a few days later for me and a few seconds later for you. And we're going to finish this chicken.
Okay, so this is for the slow stroll. I realized that my hair has changed. It's because it's a few days later for me, and I put my braids back in. I also realized I have on another blue shirt, but it is another blue shirt. And if your screen is clean, you can see that it's another blue shirt because it's a different shade. I'm just saying.
Okay, so it's been a few days for me and about a half a second for you. So we finna finish this chicken as soon as I go wash my hands. Okay, so however you choose to check your grease to make sure it's hot enough, you do that. I just did it, mine is hot enough, and now we finna put the chicken in. It would help if I got the tongs out, wouldn't it? And well, if y'all remember, the chicken is buried inside there. So you grab it, you find it, and you place it in gently so you don't splash grease on yourself. Okay? Because that's what you don't want to do. And however you place it in there is how you place it in there. Just make sure, it's all in there. Okay, and now I'm gonna let that fry and I'll come back to flip. Okay, so as you can see, it is time to flip, and that is exactly what we're gonna do. Make sure you do this carefully because you do not want the grease to splash you. So, sometimes you're doing beer battered chicken, it will stick together. So you just gotta break it up and flip it. We're gonna let that cook on that side. And in the meantime, I have prepared the container that I'm gonna put it in. Just some paper towels in the bottom of it to absorb the grease. That's all. Okay, it's time to take it out, and I need both hands for this, so that's why the camera is not over here. But as you can see, nice and brown on both sides. We're gonna take that out, place it in there. And then put the next batch in. Bitch, do you not remember you only had 6 pieces of chicken when you put it in there? Why are you fishing around the bowl like it's more? Okay, so now I have put some glory greens in the pot already. Glory! And we're gonna let that heat up. Glory greens don't really need to be seasoned because they're glory greens, unless you're just trying to change the flavor. Okay, so I have flipped the chicken, and if you have been watching Ratchet Meals for a while, then you already know an onion is going to pop up somewhere. Yeah, we know. So I have cut up an onion, and we're going to make onion rings. because we also don't waste shit. And there's batter left over.
Well, what do you know? Another missing clip. All right. Here's what happened. You have to take your onions. You know what? I ain't even going to explain this. If you need that much extra help putting something in a frying pan, I'm not the one to help you.
Okay, so now it's time to flip the onion ring. And apparently they have stuck together. That's fine. Just don't burn yourself. Alright, so after doing the beer battered chicken, we still had batter left. So we made onion rings, right? But there's still batter left. So what do I do now? So you know those glory greens I was talking about? Well, why not add the batter to it and then mix it up. Mix it. And I know y'all are probably looking like, what in the absolute fuck is she doing? Yeah, that part. But I have already preheated my oven to 350. So this is what in the absolute fuck we are doing. We're gonna bake it. Alright, girl. If you say so. Ow. And try not to burn yourself. Burns are bad. Okay. Let's not do that. Okay, it is time to check our, I guess we can call it vegetable bread. I don't know. Anyway, whatever it is, it's time to check it. And that is still not done, so we're gonna let that cook some more. Okay, it is time to check it again. And what do we have here? Still looks like it needs some more time. So we're gonna give it some more time. Alright, here we go. Let's check it again and see what it do. Okay, I'm gonna take it out now. Okay, so we are done. I have plated it. How does it taste? Let's find out. Well, let's see what this vegetable batter stuff turned out to be. Actually, actually, that's pretty damn good. I gotta make some more of that. Yeah. And the onion rings. The onion rings are good too. Now what about that chicken? What that chicken do? That's good too. This whole meal is good, baby. So yeah, let that be a lesson to you. Marinate your meat. That's just my 5 cents, and I'm out. Peace.
YK, that's all go. Big rings, that's all go.
Man, I'm done playing with these niggas, man, for real.
YK, that's all go. Big rings, that's all go.
I swear I gotta get to the bag. Shit.
Hey, that probably take her.